Hey guys, thanks for tuning back into Upgrade Addiction. This week's episode, we're just going to be taking a quick look at the new HyperX FPS mechanical keyboard from Kingston to see if that can dethrone my trusty K70. So this is obviously the Kingston HyperX Alloy FPS mechanical gaming keyboard. This is the Cherry MX Blue version. It's a fairly basic layout, I can tell that already before opening it. It doesn't have anything like multimedia keys, volume, rockers or wheels or anything like that. So let's open it up and see what we've got inside. Okay, so we've got some instructions there. Who needs those? So congratulations on joining the HyperX team. No worries. And what looks like a fairly nicely padded carry case for it, I guess, if you're into carrying your keyboard around the place. And the board itself. So you can see it's a pretty basic layout. I like how the keys look like they're risen off the board. The actual board itself, or the base of the board, is very low profile, and the keys look really quite good sitting up on top of that. So we'll just set that aside for a second. We've got a braided cable, braided USB cable. It's black and red, looks really neat. And we've also got the replaceable keycaps, so WASD 1, 2, 3, 4, and the keycap puller. So I guess you can replace the plain black keys with those if you like, which I think I'll probably do. And I think that's it as far as the box goes. Yep, it's well padded too, so I wouldn't expect there'd be much chance of it getting damaged during shipping. So that's the quick unboxing. Let's take a closer look at it now. Okay, so some of the specs of the board include the fact that it has Cherry MX switches, official switches in it. It has a detachable 180cm braided cord. It's got 100% anti-ghosting and full key rollover. It has red backlighting and it has 6 dynamic modes, 5 different brightness levels. It's a really minimalist design, which is something that some people might like, some people might not. It's got a solid steel frame, so it's a very well built board. It has replaceable WASD and 1, 2, 3, 4 keys with a textured finish. It also comes with the carry case, which we saw before. It has obviously the game mode function, which disables the Windows key so you can't accidentally bump it when you're in there. Now, one interesting thing about this is we're looking at the charging, or the cable here and the charging port. This isn't actually a USB pass-through. This is simply just for charging your phone, or device. Now that's an unusual choice. I'm not sure why they didn't just make it a USB pass-through that does both, but nonetheless. But overall, a really solid board. But I don't think it's probably going to dethrone my K70. Okay, so obviously being the Cherry MX Blue switches, they're going to be louder, clickier and more tactile than the other switches. So I'll give you a typing test and you can hear how it sounds. Alright, so what do I think then? I think that basically for the money you can probably get a better board. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this board. It's well built, it's very solid, it looks good, but it just lacks the features. For $159 here in Australia, to not have media keys, not have things like a palm rest, and not have an actual USB pass-through, that's about as much as you can probably ask for a board like that. I mean, for the same price you can get a K70 Lux, or for $10 more a K70 Strafe, which have all those features. Some might argue it's a more proven brand as well with the Corsair stuff. So It's a bit of a tough sell. I mean, I like it. It'll be a good keyboard for my second machine, but if I was going to spend $160 on a keyboard, I probably wouldn't look at this first. But nonetheless, it's a great keyboard. If you like the brand, you'll be stoked. But it probably needs to be maybe $20 cheaper. That it would seem to fit in the market better there. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.